So I just saw The Dark Knight Rises, and I have to say, excellent movie altogether. Overall, um, just a really well put together film. The only thing about this film is a couple of minor things. Uh, Catwoman totally unnecessary in almost every single way in this film, contributing nothing. I am not that big on Anne Hathaway at all. Just didn't need to be there. I felt like, if you look through this film scenes, from one scene to the next, did you really need her in there? Not really. I didn't think so at all. Um, she didn't contribute anything. Anne Hathaway, not really uh, get on the list of actors that I like, and I don't think she'll ever make it there. She's kind of bland, very little personality. She tried to have a sarcastic, kind of witty tone to her voice, but she's no Michelle Pfeiffer. She's no Julie Newmar, and I realize that this is a different type of Catwoman, but really not so much different than Michelle Pfeiffer. The Catwoman character is a little bit different, even though the tone of these Batman movies are more dramatic and serious than perhaps what we saw in Batman Returns. But it still remains that the performance wasn't that great. I mean, really, she did nothing that really excited me or made me say, oh, this role right here is going to take her to the top. I didn't see anything like that at all, to be quite honest. And, not really a disappointment because it doesn't really take away too much from the film. There's a lot of parts where they don't even show Catwoman, but that was just a minor thing. One thing that stood out to me is the score in this film. I thought it was phenomenal. I love when he was climbing to get out of the prison. The deshi basa. Oh my god. Not only did that entertain me, but I just thought it was an excellent piece of music. I haven't, to be quite honest, I haven't really seen a film in a while since maybe Star Wars Episode 3, where the soundtrack really stood out to me, and I really fully enjoyed it. But the music was amazing in this film. This was Hans Zimmer, so I'm not really too surprised there. He's a very well known composer. And I thought he did an excellent job with the music in this movie. It just overall stunning score that really fit the film, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Obviously, well, if you're watching this review, I'm spoiling things for you, but that's really your fault because YouTube review is going to have spoilers in it. But regardless, when you see him climbing through that cavern to get out of the prison with that chant going in the background, and they still maintain that chant for the Bane fight, even though it's slightly modified. God damn, that is a breathtaking piece of music. So what else could really be said about this film? Other points, the bat plane. Oh man, that's the thing about this. I give these movies a lot of passes because of the acting and just the screenwriting is phenomenal. But once again, they fuck up another vehicle. I mean, I like the bat cycle. I think that's okay. It's not phenomenal or anything, but it's okay. Batman Begins, the Batmobile, fucking ugly piece of shit. It's an eyesore, but it goes without saying that the bat plane is, it's cool, it's futuristic, but actually it looks more like a junkyard put together like scrap metal, and they just put it all together and they're just flying it around. I mean, I have to say, I actually like the bat plane that they used in Batman Forever. I mean, it was better. I mean, I hate to bring up those Schumacher films because I had so many problems with those movies. Um, you know, and they're just a lot of fans are trying to forget about them with these three awesome new Batman movies that we've been given since 2005. Um, but I enjoyed the style of those films to a point. Also, Bane, I enjoyed the way Bane looked in in Batman and Robin better. But of course, this movie redeems him and makes him. Also, his voice in this, uh, I'm pretty sure. Didn't do a lot of research, so forgive me if I'm wrong. Don't attack me. Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. No, 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 no. I didn't like the voice actor that did it. I don't think it's the same person who's in who's playing Bane is the same one who does the voice of Bane. I just didn't really care for how he sounded. He sounded like a cranky old foreign man at times. So that wasn't exactly a positive thing, a factor in the overall Bane character. But he seemed tough and the fights, and he really felt like a threat. And you know, I'm not sure if this film overall is better than Dark Knight, but this was another gigantic threat. They handled the villain very well. But what I was going to say is I would have liked to see them give Bane, the venom pumping through the tubes and the mask, the overall mask that covered his whole face, because that's just how Bane looks. This kind of looked like they couldn't get the licensing for, the Bane character, so they used somebody else with the name Bane. I mean, overall, I really don't want to criticize this movie because it is excellent and it is just enjoyable the whole way through. But there are just certain things as a Batman fan and just, um, things that just kind of annoy me a tad bit. And, those are just some of my concerns about the film. But overall, it's just excellent. And Christian Bale, this guy is just, in my mind, he's a modern day acting legend. Because every single film they put him in, not just the Batman movies, the guy puts in an ace performance. So if you haven't seen this film yet, well, I just spoiled a lot of it for you. But, you definitely should go see it. Batman, The Dark Knight Rises, definitely an A plus 4-star film.